Welcome to the MapSuite WebAPI Topology Learning Sample. In this sample, we're going to show you how you can apply different topology rules to your geometries within your application to clean up data or to modify your geometries to make them work in a proper manner. To get started, let's take a look over here at the left-hand side of the application. And you'll see we've got three different sections, one for line, point, and polygon topology. As you can imagine, the different geometries have different topology rules that they would want to implement in order to validate them. So let's take a first look at line. And you can see we've got several different rules here that you can apply. And the same goes for each of the different sections, points and also polygons. To run one of these topology rules, all you need to do is click on one of the given rules. So for example, we'll choose must be larger than cluster tolerance here. And then over here on the right, you'll have some more information about what the rule does and if there are any parameters to put in. So in this case here, we're giving a tolerance between these two polygons, and if we hit the validate, you'll see that those two polygons were within it, so new polygons are created halfway in between to close that gap. So this again can be very useful if you're looking to clean up data that maybe you created in the field or has come from other source and you want it to comply to certain rules and restrictions. So with that, let's take a look at the code. To download the code, just bring up ThinkGeo's Product Center and go to the Code Samples solution. It may be on the second page, so if you don't see it right away, go to the second page here and you can hit the launch sample, and that will download it from our wiki and launch it in Visual Studio. Additionally, you can search for it here by using the Find a Sample search box. Once the application loads in Visual Studio, you'll see that it's very similar to our other learning samples. We've got one for both leaflet and open layers. And we'll take a quick look at some of the code here. The default HTML page is where all the HTML is at that defines the sample. And there is a little bit of JavaScript, not much, really just for the validate button. Let's take a look at that here. Right here is where the button validate click event is being called. And you can see we just checked to see if it was a line, point, or polygon, and then we pass that to the WebAPI REST service for topology validation, what category, and then the cluster tolerance as well, or what other parameters might be available. The real work of this app is done on the controller side. So if we go look at the C# code, you can see here we've built a controller for the different REST endpoints or web service endpoints. And we built ones for the different types of validation. So there's one for line topology. It's just a big switch statement in here. And then this is where you're actually calling the MapSuite APIs to run the rules. So there's a topology validator class there, and it has lots of methods on here for each of the rules. And you basically just pass in your different features or geometries and get the results set. Finally, we add those to a temporary layer overlay and return, the drawn tiles of the result set of running that validation. Same goes for point topology and polygon topology. So it's really easy in here to find the exact API that you need to run for the rule you want by just looking at the switch statement for your various geometry type. All the rest of the stuff in here is pretty similar to the rest of our web APIs sample apps, where we just draw the tiles and handle some of the back and forth between the client and the server. I hope this video has been helpful and that you get a good feeling for what's available to do with the topology rules within MapSuite. As always, if you have any questions, you can always post them on our discussion forums. We monitor them regularly and love to hear from our customers. Thank you very much.